Damon, show me.
Tell them how you really feel.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Trijam 90s stream. Today we will be making a game in 3 hours with the theme of Save a Life. See what we can do. I've got a game in mind. My thoughts are it'll be kind of like a superhero swoop down, save falling people, throw them in the water so they don't land and splat on the ground. Want to try messing around with the Phaser 3 3D camera plugin and see how that goes. So without further ado, let's kick it off. Damon, main screen. Damon, main screen.
Showing your computer screen.
Takes a couple tries, but anyway. Alright, let's kick my timer off. Ready? Here we go. Damon, 3-hour timer. You do it? No. Damon, 3-hour timer.
3-hour timer has begun.
Boom, 3 hours has begun, so at 7:10 p.m. will be our deadline for this one. So as you can see, all I've done so far is just done a regular old bootstrap of my game dev environment. I just got our little cat that we can move around on the screen, and that is it. So, first things first, let's get some CSS in place and close out of a bunch of this stuff, because we're not going to need our package, webpack config, or anything like that. Don't need that either. So first things first, as always, we'll throw in a little bit of CSS. HTML body will have margin 0, padding 0. Canvas will be display block. Cool. See how that looks? Perfect. Now, we do actually need our game.js for a second here. So let's see. We're going to change the width and height to window.innerWidth and oopsies. Oh, come on. Window.innerHeight. There we go. Now we've got a full screen game to work with. Can do automatic resizing, but I'm not going to deal with that right now because we got 3 hours. We actually have 2 hours and 58 minutes to be precise. So let's take a look here. First thing I want to do, I guess we're going to want to, I'm just going to open another terminal because I got to keep that server running so y'all can access it on my ngrok. So I'm gonna open up asprite, asprite/build/bin ./asprite and whoop. There we go. Now we got asprite open. I can probably close that tab. No, I can't. Hurt. Okay, well that's fine. Let's do that again. cd asprite build bin ./asprite and bloop. So we got to start making some assets for our game. First thing I want to make will be, okay, so before we go any further, Damon, show me. Damon, show me.
Tell them how you really feel.
This is my idea for the game. Don't know how well you can see that there, but basically it's going to be like a pseudo 3D effect, and the idea is you're going to be a little, there we go, superhero guy with a cape who can fly around either laterally or up and down. So you can dive down, you can shoot back up, and you can fly laterally. And there's these poor souls falling down out of the sky towards this island, and if they hit the island, they go splat, and you get a game over, or whatever. And then your job is to fly down, swoop down, grab them, bring them over to the water, and drop them into the water. Can we do that in 3 hours? I don't know, but we're gonna find out. So first thing I think we need, Damon, main screen.
Showing your computer screen.
I think the first thing we're gonna need is just a main guy, or a little superhero guy. So let's take a look. What can we do for that? Basically, it's going to be a top-down view, and we're going to have a couple states for him too. He's going to have a top-down view where he's kind of flying around. So let's make him Ginge. Why not? You know what? I feel like we're going to need a bigger canvas than that. So let's just make it real big, like 400, 400, and then yeah, cool. That'll do. Okay. So first, let's do a circle for his head. About that big. What to do? Okay, so about that big for his head. Do a circle for his body. Maybe something like that. One leg. 2 legs. Shoe. Arm. Maybe a little bit longer than that. Welcome viewer, how's it going today? Arm, and you know, shoulders, whatever. Okay, so that's our rough guides for our character. Let's throw that on its own layer. New layer. So now let's get going on his head. So because he's top down, we kind of just need to draw some hair. Sort of like that. Probably something like this will do. Doesn't have to be perfect because it's hair. Boop. There we go. We could do some shading, but I don't think I'm going to worry about that for now because we only have the 3 hours. So let's draw him a cape. Let's make it red. Or was red Superman's cape red? I don't know. Kind of want to make it not super Superman-y. Let's give him a purple cape. So and basically the animation for this guy is just going to be his cape flapping around. So we can draw it all wavy. Oopsies. And have it come back and give him a little collar of some sort. Boop, boop. There we go. So now, his cape's purple. Maybe let's make his clothes or his sleeves. This blue color will probably work. Maybe a little lighter. Oh geez. Try that again. One arm and 2 arms. There, that ought to do. Now we got his arms. Just thought maybe I should make the cape on another layer, but kind of too late for that, so whatever. Keep on keeping on. Give him some hands, or fists more accurately. One hand. Two hands. Now, let's see, what next? Legs, I suppose, would make sense. So let's make him have it's like a dark jean color pants, because he's a casual superhero. Oh geez, did it again. And you know what I think I'm gonna do a little bit differently in this game jam is instead of focusing a bunch on making all the animations and everything up front, I think I'm just gonna make a real basic character. I'm gonna bother with all the animation and stuff at the end instead of at the beginning, just so that way it gives us a little bit more time potentially to make the game, and then we can focus on refining it a little bit at the end if we have time. Some brown shoes. Something like that. So yeah, we're just gonna make like a single frame for this guy for now, so we don't have to worry about, that looks good enough for me. So it's our guy from the top down, flying like a superhero with his cape. Perfecto. So, hide that layer. Might as well just delete that layer. And then we will do sprite, nope, file, export sprite sheet. And we'll do, actually, you know what, I am gonna save it though, because TD test, that was for a different game I was working on, trying to make a little top-down adventure game. Would have been cool, but anyway, call this MC. MC.eSprite, perfect. So now we'll go file, export sprite sheet. Now we gotta fiddle with some of these settings here, so we'll say trim sprite. That actually looks perfect. That's exactly what I wanted it to do, so sweet. Output file we can't mess with, or I mean, output file, sorry. Output file is what we want. JSON data we can't mess with just yet. Apparently ASprite support is coming to Phaser 3.5, I think, which is the latest beta. I think it might actually be released now, but I haven't figured out how to do it just yet. Wow, my tea is bitter. Okay, so first things first, let's import that sucker. Call him hero. Assets slash mc.png. Any errors? Nope. Now we'll throw them in here, but I'm gonna delete all this and comment out all that because we'll come back to this, but we're gonna be doing something a little bit special for this game. We're going to be messing around with the Phaser 3D camera, which will be really interesting to give it the game sort of a depth effect when you're flying around and the people are falling and all that. That's my plan. We'll see if we can actually accomplish that in the remaining 3 hours, 40 minutes, but we will see. Anywho, so first thing I want to do is, let's just make sure it works. So we'll, you know, actually I won't, oopsies. I won't get rid of all that just yet. I just want to make sure we can load in our sprite okay. And there he is. We can move him around. Perfect. But now we're gonna get cool with this. And what we're gonna do is hit up the Phaser Forest example. This is an example of using the 3D camera plugin in Phaser. But first things first is I know for a fact I need to get the plugin JavaScript. So Phaser, 3 examples I do believe. Public plugins camera 3d.min.js. That is the one. And we'll go raw. And we'll save that in Trijam 90 source assets. Perfect. Okay, we got that saved. Now, got it loaded up. And for that, I'm going to reference the example here. So we gotta go. Just gonna throw that over there. there temporarily. Excuse me. So we need a preload function on our game scene. We're going to say this.load.scene plugin. Camera 3D plugin. Plugins slash cam. Oh, actually, no. That's going to be, in our case, assets slash camera 3D.min.js. Camera 3D plugin. Cameras 3D. Alrighty, let's see if that works. Boom. No errors. Perfect. That's what I like to see. Now, let's see. What can we do? Okay, so now it looks like the thing we're going to want to do next. Now I can get rid of all this and comment this out for now. Don't really need that comment there. So we'll say this.cam equals this.cameras 3D.add. Now, I do believe the first parameter is the perspective, whatever that means. I honestly don't know much about 3D, so this is all new territory for me. Perspective and width and height. So we want window.inner width and window.inner height. And then we'll say this.cam.set position, and we'll just give it the same position as in the example. -70. It's also, you might notice that Visual Studio Code is picking up autocorrect code complete stuff from something that's totally not what we're working with. So it says it's deprecated, but it's really not. So 10,000. Alright, let's see. Now we're gonna do this.cam.create. Let's say 100, 100. Oh no, sorry, 100, 0, 100 for Z, and now we'll throw in the hero. Actually, no, we're gonna do -70 X. Wait, no, that's width and height. My bad. Oh no, it's not. That is position. So we'll do 1500 for the X, -70 for the Y, and do like 12,000 for the Z. So that in theory should get it right behind the guy, although I'm not seeing him. Try again. Nope, not seeing him. Alright, no worries. Figure it out. So created our camera, created our sprite. We're not seeing our sprite. Oh, it might be that the sprite should actually be more like 8,000. Maybe it should be. There we go. There's our guy. Now he's a little skewed. I was playing around a little bit with some of the phaser 3D features before, and I couldn't really figure out why the characters were getting skewed. Maybe it has to do with that perspective property. Not really sure yet, but for the sake of our game, I don't think it matters that much. It just kind of looks like an elongated little hero guy. That's fine. So now we'll assign this to this.hero equals that. And we'll do all this, but I'm going to do it a little bit differently when the cursors are pushed. And actually, I'm going to just throw in this.dummy equals this.cam.create 1500 -70 and 1000. And we'll just throw another instance of our hero, seeing as that's the only... Actually, wait. Oh, you know what? We have our cat-like creature. Why don't we just use our cat-like creature? Boom, beauty. Except it is erroring right now just because it's referencing cat, which doesn't exist anymore. just do 1200 on the cat leg for the X. See if we can see it. Alright, I don't see it, but that's okay. We'll come back to that. Leave it as was. And just get some movement working. Just because in order to actually see if the movement's working, we need a dummy character. Now I'm going to do much the same as this, but I'm going to move the camera and our hero so that it sort of gives it like a follow effect, even though it probably won't work quite perfectly, but that's okay. So we'll do this dot hero. So left is down, that'd be X minus equals this dot hero speed. We'll create this dot hero speed up here. Call it 20 for now. Now if right is down, we'll say this dot hero dot X plus equals this dot hero speed. And because we're not dealing with velocity anymore, we don't really need to have these else statements where we set the velocity to 0. Now if up is down, we'll do this dot hero dot y minus equals this dot hero speed. This dot hero dot y plus equals this dot hero speed. Alright, let's just see if our guy moves. No movement. Okay, what's going on here? No errors either. Interesting. Just console log, make sure we are actually entering the condition. And you know what, I can bake that again. Alright, so it is entering the condition, it's just not adjusting our hero. What is it? Doesn't appear to be moving him. Weird. No big, we'll figure it out. Let's try just swapping this out for this stock cam. See what happens when we push left. Oh, there we go. Now the camera's working. And look, you can see our little cat-like creature way down there. Perfect. Okay, so let's just swap this all out for camera right now, and we'll try and get the guy moving as well here in a second. So there you go, we can move our camera around now. Perfect. Alright, cool, cool. Let's just see if we can get our hero moving too. Oh. Yeah, okay, cool, it works. I'm not sure why he wasn't moving when we had the camera stationary, but that's okay. Works for our purposes, so we don't really need to worry about it. Heal this. Alright, now let's see if we get like a follow-up. There we go. Now it kind of jumps the hero around a little bit when you change direction, but I don't have time to dig into why it's doing that, so I'm not even going to worry about it really. So yeah, we're not going to worry about that for now, but we'll just get all the core gameplay stuff working first, and then if we have time we can come back to that and figure out why it kind of shudders a bit. But now, we need to figure out our controls for diving and flying up, because that's going to be a feature in this game, is you're going to be able to fly laterally around, and then you're also going to be able to go forward, like down and up on the Z-axis. So we need another button for that. So for that reason, I don't think this game's going to work on mobile, Unfortunately, it's going to be desktop only, but maybe in the future we can figure out a way to make it mobile friendly too. Excuse me. Pardon me. Okay, so just need some more buttons, really. So I guess for now, let's just take a look at the create cursor keys and see what buttons that gives us. Keyboard events. Space and shift. Not crazy about using space and shift for that, but you know what? I'm gonna try and make a. Let's see, what can we do for? Okay, add keys. WSAD. So let's do A and D for diving and flying up. So we'll go this dot AD equals this dot input keyboard dot add keys, and we'll say A and D. Now let's say const AD equals this dot AD. It's just whoopsies. Console log A dot is down. Just see if it's working. False, true, perfect, works. Alright, so now we can say if this A dot is down. So when A is down, make them dive, D is down, make them fly up. So for A is down, we'll say this dot cam dot Z. I'm not sure if it's plus equals or minus equals. Let's try minus equals. And this dot hero dot Z minus equals this dot hero speed. Let's just see if that works. Does look like we're getting closer. Cool, alright, D's. And we'll say else if D dot is down, this dot cam dot Z plus equals this dot hero speed, this dot hero dot Z plus equals this dot hero dot speed. No. Nice try. Hero speed. There we go. Now we should be able to dive and fly up. Which I think we can do. Just get a little closer to him just so we can tell for sure. Look at that. We can go down and up. Oh, he's kind of little, so it's... Right, I think I'm setting this... Am I setting the scale on him, or is he just tiny? I think he's just tiny. It's fine. Okay, so we got diving. You know what, I think I'm going to assign a separate speed for diving, though, and make it a little faster. Because that seems a little bit slow, especially if the characters are falling on their own. So, why don't we say... this dot dive speed equals 40. We'll use this dot dive speed. Now it should be a little bit faster when we dive. Iron Man style. Whoop. Alright, cool. Boom. Got some wicked 3D action going on already. Not even an hour in. So now, let's see, what are we gonna do next? The artist in me wants to jump right into doing all the graphics, but I don't think that's such a good idea at this stage. That being said, totally go back on what I just said, and I think we will make an island. So, let's do that. Okay, whatever. Let's say the island will be 600 by 600. And give us like some beach color as a base. Try and make it not too square, but also I'm not gonna mess with the hitbox, so I want to have it a little bit square, just so they know they can't drop it too close to the island, the person. So let's do lighter green or darker green? Probably lighter green. Green is looking a little bit over the top green, so why don't we do another layer of darker green. And it's just going to be a plain old island. We're not going to have any trees or rocks or mountains or anything on it. We're just going to have a blank island. Super generic, but that's okay. That looks a little better to me. It kind of looks like avocado toast, but whatever. Island. Say export sprite sheet. Trim sprite. Nice. Island.png. That's fine. Export. Alrighty. So now in our boot scene, I want to load another image. This is going to be the island. Assets / island.png. Save that. Now in our scene, what I want to do is add the island at z equals 0. So it should be way far away. Oops, that's dummy again. Hey, there it is. There's our island. Good, we can see it. And we fly right down.
Did you?
Oh, 0? It's not actually that high, is it? Huh. Still, pretty cool. I like it. Alright, that works for me. Let's just maybe make this guy like 7,000 so he's a bit higher up. And then we can fly down the island and boom, hit the island. Alright, cool. So what's now, I wonder? Guess let's just make the background color a blue, just so that way it looks like water. RGB, so to be, let's say 3. G would be like, let's go 9. B can be F. Should be a blue. There we go. Alright, sweet. There's our island on the water. Cool, cool. I'm digging this game already, even though it's literally not a game yet. So I guess the next thing we can do is introduce a game over screen. Game over screen, or we need some kind of a lose condition. So I think, why don't we just make a splat game over screen? So we'll say game over scene JS. We'll go import scene from phaser class game over scene extends scene constructor props. Oh wait, we don't need props. This isn't React. Might be super scene game over. Create. We'll just have it say this add text. And we'll say inner width by 2, inner height by 2. We'll say splat. Color, fill color, 0, 0, 0. Maybe I'll increase the font size a bit too. Font size is, let's say 34. Now we'll say export default, game over scene. Now we need to load it into our scene array. Do an auto import, can't I? Oh, look at that auto import, beautiful. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna throw our own function in here. We'll call it game over. And in the game over scene, all we're gonna do is gonna say this dot scene dot start. We'll say scene game over. Now we just need a condition in here that says if this dot hero dot z less than or equal to 0, this dot game over. Now let's see what happens if we hurtle towards the island at Mach 10. Crash into it. Splat! So we hit the island. Perfect. Alright, so that's one condition. Now, the other condition I think we need to get going before we start making more graphics or anything is what happens when we touch one of the, in this case, our fallen cat. So I've done a little bit of looking into this, and it doesn't appear that Phaser 3 has collision detection for its 3D camera, so we're going to have to make our own little collision detection. But it's okay, should be doable. Basically we're just doing a hitbox, but instead of in 2 dimensions, we're doing it in 3 dimensions. Just another axis to account for. So, I guess we'll assign this for now to a constant. We'll say touching cat, or what do we call it? Dummy. So dummy touch, or touching hit dummy equals. First we'll say this dot hero dot x is greater than this dot dummy dot x, x not z, x divided, or greater than, so it has to be greater than, so it would be minus this dot dummy dot, I think it's game object in this case, dot width divided by 2. So that means if its x value is greater than the left edge of our cat or dummy, it'll be true. So we also need it to be less than this dot hero dot x is less than. Welcome, other viewer. How are you doing today? This dot dummy dot x plus same thing. This dot dummy dot game object dot width. It's still going to be divided by 2 because we're going from the center origin of our character, so it has to be half the width over. So let's see if that works first before we move on. Just console log it in our update function, so it'll spit it in our console. Dummy. So we are hitting him right now. Now we're not.
Ben Halverson has entered the chat. Welcome, Ben Halverson.
Hey guys, hey guys, hey guys. What's up, Ben Halverson? How you doing, brah? So it's true. Oh, it shouldn't be true there. Happens if we fly down a bit. So right now it seems like it's true when we're on the left side of our guy, which shouldn't be the case. Oh, whoops. My bad, I did a comma, it has to be an and. This is just a big, false, true. Perfect. So that's our x-axis taken care of. Now we gotta get the y-axis in there, and we'll have to get the z-axis in there. How you doing, Ben Halverson? This dot hero dot y is greater than this dot dummy dot y. In this case it would be minus because we want to go up. This dot dummy dot game object. What's new? Oh, I'm doing good. And what's new with me? Not much. We're doing another entry to the 3-hour game jam, the Trijam. The theme for this week is Save a Life. So we're making a game basically where it's a pseudo 3D game where you are a little superhero guy with a cape and you've got to swoop down and save people from falling and splatting on an island. That's my idea for it. Actually, it was my roommate's idea, but I'm going to take all the credit because I'm a mean guy. Just kidding. Where am I? But yeah, not much. What's new with you, bruh? Plus start dummy dot game object divided by 2. Throw another and in there. Okay, so now it should. It's always false. That's not a good sign. Okay, something's not quite right in there. Hero.y is greater than dummy.y minus, oh, just did dot height. Missed a property there. Hey Ben, what was the project you were working on last time I watched you streaming, buddy? That was, now that we're into Hacktoberfest, I kind of want to hunt down some more open source projects that I can contribute to. Okay, so true, false, false. Node.js.dev. Thank you. I will note that. will see if I can do anything for it. Alright, cool. That looks like it's working. Wasn't really sure for a second there because it was, forgot the little cat character. Yep, lots to do, says Ben Halverson. Right on. Yeah, it's a website, and I am a web developer by trade, so hopefully I can help out with it a bit. It's a Gatsby site. You ever used that before? I haven't used Gatsby, but I've used Next.js. But I do really want to learn Gatsby, so it could work out. Alright, so now we got to introduce the z-axis. This might be a little bit trickier, but somehow I feel like it's going to be much the same as the x and y axis. So hero.z, we'll start with greater than. So if it's greater than, what direction does our... So less is further down. Yeah, okay, so less is further down. So if it's greater than this dot dummy dot z, so it'll be, in this case it'll be, so less is further down, so we want to do plus, I think. Is that right? Whatever, we'll test it, we'll find out. How about GraphQL? No, not GraphQL either. I ask because right now I'm working on redoing the docs and I could use some help with pull request. Ah, I see. No, unfortunately no experience with GraphQL. But again, it's another thing on my to learn agenda, so I could brush up on it and possibly help. So plus, we need like a buffer because it can't just be equal. So I think what I'm going to do is say this dot dive speed times like 1.5. So 1.5 times the speed at which we're going up and down, because that gives it a little bit of space in the z-axis. So let's see if this works. Oops, I did a comma again. I meant to do an and. This dot hero dot z is less than. You know what? It would actually be minus, wouldn't it? Yeah, greater than minus, because that's the further edge. So it's got to be greater than the dummy z minus that. And yes, and it's got to be less than this dot dummy dot z plus this dot dive speed times 1.5. Okay, let's see if it works. So we're not touching him, even though we're like right on top of him, so that's good. How about now? Ah, look at that. He's a small little cat, so it's hard to tell, but look at that. When we get... Oh, it did work. Hang on, what's going on? Oh, look at that. There you go. True. Nice. So when we go through them, you know what? I'm going to increase that zone, though. I think we need it to be a little bigger than 1.5. Let's make it like times 2. Because that seemed pretty tight. Nice. So we got 3 hits in the zone when we fly straight down. Awesome. Alrighty. So with that out of the way, I think the next thing we want to do is get it so that the cat is falling, because eventually we're going to replace the cats with our little people who are flying down to the island. And see how we go from there. So, for starters, let's have him start a bit higher up. So like, he's really small, so it's hard to kind of tell the difference, but 7500 Z. Okay, so he's like right there. Or you know what, even better, why don't we have him start at the same Z, but just move his X over a little bit to like 1300. What the hell? Is he way down there? Oh. Wow, so we're like completely on the same plane right now, and that's nutty. The cat is really small, but that's okay. Alright, so take another look at that. Sweet. Okay, so now I think this is going to be really straightforward. I think we're basically just going to have to increase his, decrease his Z on the in the update function. So we'll say this dot dummy dot Z minus equals let's say dummy, create a fall speed, so fall speed. And we gotta make it less than our dive speed so that we can catch up with them. So let's do like, maybe just 10 to keep it easy at the start. This dot fall speed. Now let's see if we can fall speed. Oh, weird. Okay, so he is falling, but it doesn't seem to update. It only seems to update when we move. That's wacky. Let's see. Let's say phaser 3D sprite. Oops, that's class sprite. I think I want 3D sprite. You know what, before I even get too deep into this, I'm just gonna, so if I move now, I bet he'll disappear. Yeah. So this dot. No idea if this will work, but hopefully. No. Okay. To Google. Let's just get the docs up. Works for the 3D spray. Weird. Oh, because it's correcting me. Damn it, Google. No, I mean 3D spray. Oh, what? These are 3D spray. There we go, 3D spray. Now let's just look for like a position methods. Here we go. Add listener, destroy, disable interactive, emit, get data, get index list, on off, listeners, project. Not sure what that does. Set active, set visible, shutdown, update. There is an update function. To be overridden by. Set interactive. Weird. Okay, so but update doesn't seem to be doing what I want because I tried that. What are the arguments? Okay. Oh, it could just be anything. Okay. Fishy, fishy. Alright. Let's see. Ah, it's gonna be so cool when it works, but that's a drag that it's not. Maybe there's something I have to do on the camera. I can see that being a thing. So let's see. Let's get the phaser, the docs open for the plugin. Now, sprite 3D.camera. Okay, there we are. Methods: add, clear, create rect, destroy, get children, look at, project, rotate around, set scene, set position, set viewport, update children. That sounds promising. Okay, update children. That sounds like it might be the answer. Let's hope. Please. Yeah! There we go. We got it. Now he falls to the island, to his doom. Unfortunately, his inevitable doom at this point, because we can't save him just yet. Boom. Splat. Splat. Alright, cool. So now, I think I'm going to add another... I'm so hyped that that worked. I honestly had no idea what I was doing there. And just throw that down at the bottom, though, after all our conditions. So now we'll say, welcome viewer number 3. How are you doing today? So we'll say if this dot... Wait, actually, just put this in the same condition. Or this dot dummy dot z greater than equal to 0, also game over. So now it should give us a game over when he falls to his doom. Let's watch him fall and splat on the island, shall we? Splat. Perfect. Excellent. Very pleased with that. I like this game. It feels like Iron Man-y, you know? Splat. Awesome! Okay, so we've got him falling. We've got 3D hit test that we can detect when we're hitting the dummy. And we've got lose conditions for when you hit the ground. So I guess the next thing to do is make it so that we can move, like, grab the dummy somehow and move him off to the water, because that's going to be the objective of this game. Is you got to fly down, grab the dummies, or well, there'll be people in eventually, but grab the characters, fly over, drop them in the water. They survive, you save a life, everybody's happy. So we need some sort of condition for our dummy. So I guess let's just, for now, I'm just gonna sort of not hard code it, but holding dummy equals false. Let's just call it got dummy. Got dummy false. Now we want to say if this dot got dummy. So if you don't have the dummy and you hit the dummy, then we'll say this dot got dummy equals true. And basically right here what I'm thinking is oh wait, where are we? Yes, right here, our falling animation for our dummy. We want to change that up over and put it down here. We'll say if this dot grab, what did I call it? Grab got dummy. This dot got dummy. That'll be in the else. So if you don't got the dummy, he'll be falling. But if you do got the dummy, he's not falling. So actually, let's just try that out and see if we can, like, pretty much stop him. Look at that, he stops. Awesome. Okay. So if we've got the dummy, we'll say this dot dummy dot z equals this dot hero dot z plus say Oh, we're gonna have to add another key too so that we can drop the dummy. Forgot about that, but that's okay. Say plus 10. This dot dummy dot x equals this dot hero dot x. This dot dummy dot y equals this dot hero dot y. And just to keep my insanity happy, I'm going to move Z down to the bottom for no good reason. Hey, look at that. Now we've got him on our back. We can fly around with him. So nice. Wonderful. Okay, but we don't want him on our back. We kind of want him in front of us, even though we can't really see him because he's tiny. Now we've got him. Why don't we make space the button that you press to drop him? That makes sense. So else if this got dummy. You know what? I'm actually just going to put this in its own if because I'm not really sure what the else logic would be there. So this dot. So if you've got the dummy and space dot is down, let's say this dot got dummy equals false, and this dot dummy dot z plus equals let's just say 100 just to get him away from us, just so we don't re-trigger the. Oh, didn't grab him that time. Did that time? Okay, must have just missed him. Yes, we can drop him. Look at that. So it's still gonna give us a splat message when we, yeah, because we don't have anything set up for a win situation yet. But okay, what next? I think might be time to abstract this dummy logic and make it more like an array of falling people.
Happy Potato has entered the chat. Welcome, Happy Potato.
Hey, Happy Potato, what's up, homie? Sarek D, ship it. Yeah. Do I have that emoji on Twitch? Can't remember if I put that on here or not, but anywho, I guess those of you watching in the actual real chat will see it, hopefully. Happy Potato, how you doing, homie? See if we can catch him again. Nice, we got him good. Doing good. How about me? I'm doing good, sir. Oh, I just realized I think it's got to be minus equals, not plus equals. I'm doing good. We're doing a very brand new thing for me. We're doing a pseudo 3D game for the next Trijam. Basically, you are a superhero flying around. This week's theme is save a life. So there's going to be a bunch of people falling, say, out of a plane or something. You are a superhero complete with cape, and your job is to fly around and grab everybody before they hit the island and ta-da, splat. So that's the idea. I'm not sure if we're actually going to be able to do it, but we haven't hit the half-time mark yet, and we've already got quite a lot done, because check it out. You can fly around, you can fly under the guy, above the guy, and you can, if you get close enough to him, grab him. And then if you press space, you drop him. And if he hits the ground right now, including not the island, unfortunately, but including not the island, if he hits the ground, it goes splat. And if you hit the ground, it also goes splat. So if we go flying past him, say, and we go splat too. I think the island might actually have to be a bit bigger though, because it's not overly huge, but whatever. Deal with that when the time comes. Now, I guess we gotta get, let's do the logic for splat versus like you saved someone. So actually I'm going to throw up a text box in the top corner. Say this dot score text equals this dot add dot text. So, let's say 10, 10, and let's say use, we'll just say 0 out of, let's say 5 for now. And we'll say font size is 24, and fill is 0. There we go. Boom. Drop. Look at that. So now, we got to basically do another hit test, but in this case we don't have to worry about the Z position because we're only checking this if Z is greater than or less than or equal to 0. So we can throw another, we'll say, how about we say const dummy above island equals pretty much the exact same thing as our hit test for the X and Y of our hero and our dummy, but instead of hero, it's going to be dummy.x. Oh, I missed one. So it's going to be dummy.x, dummy.x, and instead of say island, and again we might have to make this island a little bigger because right now it's not especially it's not an especially large target, and I kind of want to make it so that all of the falling people spawn above the island initially, so you've got to save all of them, otherwise one of them is going to inevitably hit the island and whoops, he's splat. Okay, so let's just see what it says for now. And it's not going to matter if the so he is above the island right now. Good. Now he's not. Whoosh. Bombs away. So we'll say hero Z that. Else if dummy Z and dummy above island, this stuff over. Else if, actually why don't we say throw it like this, nest our statements in here. So first we'll say if dummy above island. So if he's above the island, it's a game over. If he's not above the island, your score goes up by 1. Is there like a remove function on these guys or something? Remove child? Okay, that might work. This dot can dot remove. This dot can. And this dot score plus plus. Gotta make the score. Score equals 0. And 5 for now, but eventually it'll be out of however many spawn. Oop, score is not marked. Distance score. There we go, 0. So he's above the island right now. Let's just follow him in slowly. When he hits it, it should splat. Good. Now, grab him. Drop him over here. See if he gets removed. Whoa! Okay, he does get removed, but our score is going up incredibly fast. Not quite what we were going for. I just want to see what the dummy variable contains now, so that we can do some checking on it, so we can say like if it's null or something, then we can use that. Still a dummy. What do we have? Active true. Bummer. I wonder if remove isn't what we're looking for. I like how all this documentation still doesn't have descriptions, it just says description. Gosh. Just kidding. I know writing documentation's a bummer. It's pretty sweet that this framework even has any of this stuff. Okay, so I'm thinking maybe we want to look at 3D sprite and see if there's like a remove. I think that. Wait, did he disappear? I wasn't even paying attention to that. Grab him. Oh, he does disappear. Okay. Weird that it still holds like a active reference to it, but and he's still following everything. Weird. Why don't we just set him to invisible and or remove him, because that did seem to work. Now we'll just say this dot dummy equals null. Hopefully that won't like throw everything for a loop, but okay, so we're gonna save him. He's too small of a target for us to grab, so we're gonna make sure we keep that in mind when we make our real bat guys. Cannot be property X of null. Oh, right. This is gonna get tricky. Actually, no, it's not. Hit me. So we'll say this dummy is not equal null, and that. Same thing for the above island. Dummy is not equal null, and should just go up by 1 and he should disappear. Can't be property Z of null. Okay, so we're referencing him somewhere else too. also thinking we should just wrap this whole thing in. I think the next thing we're going to do after this works is we're going to try and see if we can't copy and drop it. Sploosh. Oh, no. Still cannot read properties out of null. What the hell are we reading? Oh, I see. So if this dot dummy is not equal to null, and z is greater than that, boom, there. Now we should be good. Alright, looking decent. Let's see here. Boom. False. Alright. Got 1 point. And, yeah. So now I think what we gotta do is we gotta get our logic working so that we can have an array of dummies, not just the one dummy. So, something I'm gonna import is math as pmath, because math, the math namespace already exists in JavaScript and we don't want it to clash with that. So, this dot followers equals we'll have it a fixed array for now. In the future, maybe we'll make it so that the amount of people following is dynamic, but for now we'll just say this dot can create 100. Oh wait, no, hang on. This is what we gotta randomize, is the x and y. So pmath dot between, say 500 and 2000. Y could be between let's say negative let's just do the same, 500 negative 500 and 500. And the key is cat-like for the texture. 3 of those. And just have it all the same for now. Well, actually, we're doing it random anyway, so it should be fine. It should all have different values. Oh, we need the z as well. So I think the z will do pmath dot between. We're starting our camera at 10,000, and our hero is at 8,000. So why don't we do between minimum, let's say 7,000, maximum 8,000. Do any of those wrong? Oh, we're good, we're good. Alright. Let's just see if it generates them first of all. There they are. Oh, I just realized too, we gotta make it so that We're gonna have to make it so that they spawn above the island too, because we don't want them to spawn outside of the island, because otherwise the job's already done for us, and there would be a chance that you could start a game and literally have to do nothing and you would just win. So for the X and Y, what we want to do is throw island up here first. And we'll say const, just say island width, W equals this dot island dot game object, which I'm hoping will have spawned by the time we're in the create function, otherwise it's going to be a little weird. Dot width. Let's just console log it before we go any further, just to make sure that it is actually a value. Yes, 588, perfect. Island height. So we want it to be between, oh, and island X and Y, I guess we need to. So we want the X to be between island X minus island width divided by 2. I think it's a little bigger because this is some jank code I'm working on right now. And we want it to be island X plus width divided by 2. For the Y, we want it to be between island Y, between island Y minus island, no, yes, because it's got to start with the minimum value. So island H divided by 2, and then island plus island H divided by 2. Now, that should... I'm going to expand this a bit, so first of all, I'm going to move us a little bit higher up. So, hero can spawn at 10,000. Camera will be at 12,000. And we're going to say between 7,000 and 9,500. See how that looks for our spawning. Nice, they are all above the island. Love the feel of these controls, man. Would be really cool if we could get it working on mobile too, but cross that bridge another time, I think. Let's see here. Check my phone real quick. No emergencies. Good, good. Good, and they are randomly moving around a little bit. Perfect. Alright. So now first thing I want to do is have the falling, which is in here. No, not here. Here. No. Yes. Okay. So I guess what we have to do is iterate over all of them. So we'll say let I equals 0. I is less than this dot followers dot length. I plus plus. Gotta be hitting the halfway mark soon here. That's okay, because we've actually gotten a lot done, and I'm pretty stoked on this. You know what, to make our lives easier, I'm just going to say dummy equals this top followers I, and just get rid of all the thises. Sweet. Okay, so that's part one. That's the falling. You also need to do... Guess we're gonna have to break this out. Yeah, that which is fine, because that's kind of two separate things. So let I 0 again. Oh, with that error on me. Crap. Just do a different C, D, F, G, H, I, J. I'm just gonna do this dirty and like have a different letter for each one. There's probably I could probably use like a for each function or something, but I'm not gonna bother with that right now. I'm just gonna do it dirty. J is less than J plus plus. So now this is all the collision detection stuff. Same thing, we're gonna just say const dummy equals this dot followers I, J, and just replace all this is air. Alrighty. So that's falling, the hit test, moving around with them when we have them. So now we gotta get the collisions, I think, working. And seeing as we have all this logic up here, I'm just thinking now, because what might end up happening here is if I did an array holding true-false variables for whether or not the dummy was being held, it could end up that you could swoop through and grab all of the dummies at the same time and then toss them all, which isn't really what we want. I kind of want it so that you can only hold one at a time. I'm just thinking about how this is all going to go down now. Let's just start with the array and see where we go from there. So caught followers equals array. And we'll just initialize it to false, false, false. Okay, so for let xdfghijk, k 0 is less than this dot followers dot length. Plus.
1 hour 30 minutes remaining.
Ooh, 1 hour 30 minutes remaining. Yeah. Done good. We've gotten a lot done in 1 hour and 30 minutes. This is sick. So, hit dummy. Oh, I just realized that the collisions are going to have to be an array too. Alright. So we'll just say this dot faller above, and we'll do hit first. Hit faller equals false, false, false. This dot faller above island, make another array, and we will also initialize that to false, false, and false. Dummy above island. So in this case, what we're going to do is we're going to say this dot hit faller k equals that. Say this dot hit faller. Nope. This dot faller above island. Okay. What's that? And we're also going to have to swap out all of our logic down here. Oh, we also... Oh, caught followers. That's what we're going for that. So we gotta say if this dot, so if dummy is not equal null, if this dot caught followers k, and this dot hit faller k, this dot caught followers k equals true. If this dot caught followers k, and we'll say this dot caught followers k equals false, and the current dummy z gets pushed down. Get in there, yeah! I have to pee so bad, but too bad for me. So here we go. We have to say this dot, instead of got dummy, we'll say caught followers I in this case. Okay, so that's good. It's all done. And if and we'll say this dot faller above island j, then it will trigger the game over. Alright, I feel confident in removing our original dummy and just trying it out with our all our followers now. Okay, they're all falling, good sign so far. Who's the first one? It's probably this one right here. Splat. So when one of them hits, it does indeed splat. Let's try and get the first one off the chain now. That'll be this one. Nice. Drop it. This is a stressful game. Oh, splat. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. It's gotta be bigger. This is not working out. Yeah, he's gonna go splat. Shit. Oh man, this is hard. Oh, I got them. I got them. Yes! Save them all. That's so lit. Our game works. Woo! Alright. You know what? I am gonna go to the bathroom. I have to go too bad. I'm sorry. I'll do better. I will perform better under pressure if I'm not. I just went to the bathroom. BRB. Okay, be right back, everybody. Gee whiz. That is just infinitely better. Oh, thank you for waiting, everybody. Okay. Alright. Cool. Bathroom break over. Let's get this done. So now my thoughts are, should we add more? Should we take away some? Should we just... Because I do... Not sure if I want to have other levels or if I just want to have like one level that's really hard. You know what? I think let's just keep it with 3 for now. So what we're gonna do is we'll take our fallers, move our score up here. Oopsies. Our score right above score text, and let's say this dot score out of this dot fallers dot length. So that should now say out of 3. We'll do the same thing in our update function. Stop length. Now it's out of 3. Perfect. Boom, next this one. Oh, I splatted. Oh, we got it. Boom, out of 3. Decent. Do you think we're gonna need a bigger island? We've got about an hour left. So let's get our win condition in there, why don't we? After the win condition, I think we can start working on some different graphics. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do next. So we need another scene, first of all. Basically just this, but the inner screen. Inner scene. Scene in. You saved 3 lives. Let's just say you saved a life. You saved 3 lives. I don't know. I'm pedantic, if you guys haven't noticed. Win scene. JS. It's win-scene.js. We need to include that in our game.js. So we'll say win scene in our scenes array. Inner scene, whatever. Oh, it's not whatever. I saved it as the wrong thing. Winner scene. There we go. Yes, automatically update the import. Thank you. Preach. Preach, VS Code. Preach. So now, basically, just in here where we're increasing the score, we want to say if this dot score equals this dot followers dot length. We'll say this dot win. And we'll create a win function, which is going to be basically the exact same as our game over function, only it's going to take us to the winning scene. And I believe it was called scene win, yes indeed. Alright, let's try it out. Ah, shit. Ah, we're not gonna get this one. Okay, try again. Nice, got it. You saved 3 lives! Look at that! Awesome. Well, that, I am happy to say, works. So that's it, we've got a game. Now we can start making it cooler. Awesome! Got a whole hour to make this thing cooler. Okay, so yeah, first thing I want to do is make the size of our island way bigger. Because what is the properties? Whoopsies. What do we, oh, canvas size, here we go. Let's make it like 1200 by 1200. I'm just also trying to keep in mind the WebGL restraints, but seeing as we're not targeting mobile with this game, I don't really think it's going to be a big deal. Avocado Toast Island. Not the same green we used, but I will use it. Boom. Green. And slightly deeper green. Slightly deeper green. Complete. And last but not least, dark green. Alright, not bad. Just gonna fix this up a little bit. I don't like how that's making it. Sulfatan. Sulfatan, mate. Perfect. Save that. Re-export it, and our game should be smart enough to just account for the bigger image. There it is. Oh, but I also just realized this is going to mean we have to take it quite a lot further. Oh, I didn't think about that, did I? Ah, yeah, we're bummed. Okay, so we need to start up way higher then. Let's see. So we're starting at 10,000 right now, so let's start at like 20,000. Go to 1,700, 1,900. Is that right? I think that's what we want, 17,000. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is what we're going for now. Now we should go way higher, yeah. Oh, we got him. That is harder. Okay, there we go. That is harder. That is harder, all right. I'm also thinking, boom, save 3 laps. Awesome. Game is still playable. Excellent. You know what? I think for this game, not going to bother with extra levels, not going to make anything, unless we have time at the very end to, like, say, maybe choose how many people you want to save on the title screen or something. That we might be able to do, but I'm thinking what we're going to just do is focus on the graphics now. So next thing I want to... Whoa, whoopsies. Next thing I want to do is have a couple more frames on this guy. Now my concern is that you know what, we're actually going to do a new image. Can't remember how big this guy was. I think he was 400 by 400. Looks We're gonna have an animation of him diving, as well as one of him. Actually, what am I doing? Let's copy that. Alright, let's see here. Turn on onion scanning so we can see the last frame. There we go. Still using oval. Oh, I just realized we're not using 1 pixel. We're using 1 pixel. And we're kind of looking at an angle like this. This is going to be him diving. So I think we're kind of going to have to draw a little bit of a head too. Something like that. Kind of janky, but obviously graphics were not the focus of this game. Alrighty. So in theory, this is his neck. More or less looks like a neck. Looks okay. I think I might just erase some of the sides a little bit. Get more of a head shape, less of a egg shape. Yeah, that's alright. That'll do. Okay, so that's his head. It maybe would be good if it was a little smaller, so I'm just gonna... a little bit smaller because it's a little further down. And we need to draw basically just a cape. His purple cape, I think it was. Yeah. Draw his purple cape in, kind of like so. So I'm thinking it'd be cool to have him rotating in this position too. Is that watermelon? Oh, hold Hold on. Oh no, I did that backwards. Okay, that's alright. Gotta get his shoes in here. And brown shoes, if I recall. A little bigger, because they are sort of the closest thing to the camera in this case. Beauty. Okay, so pants, those were dark blue. Just dump it. There we go. So about that. And he's going to be spinning around. So yeah, just throw the arms on there. It looks okay. I just add a little bit more cape action on there. It's a little better. The legs look a little short, but I mean, I'm trying to get like a perspective thing going. Whatever. Just roll with it. It's a 3-hour game. Shirt is this color? Yes. I'm just looking at the little sketch I drew earlier, if y'all are wondering. Oopsie. Alright. That quite, but pretty good. I mean, he still looks a little weird to me, but... And also, you know what else? I'm thinking... I'm just looking at the onion skin version of him now versus that, and he is indeed looking... What? Got a little bit of time. Okay, I'm gonna keep a sharp eye on the head and the whole thing this time. So first up is the cape. sorry. There we go. Just doing my stream.
Hey, Dennis.
Cool. Thanks. Okay. So we gotta get his shoes in there. Don't be afraid to go over the cape. Might add a little bit more depth to our drawing. Just thinking maybe. Actually, no, yeah, I think the shoes are good where they are. Either way, I'm not going to redo this spread again. I'm just going to roll with it this time. Looking better than the last version. I think I'm going to give him a little bit more of a crotch. Because right there it kind of looked... Yeah, that's better. Hey, not bad. Feeling like the cape's a little long, but if the origin point is kind of in the middle of all that and it's rotating around that, it's probably going to look pretty good. I'm just going to give him his hands, which I think are going to be sort of... I'm going to do the hands first this time. So the hands are going to be a little further down. Yeah, not bad. I'm not even sure if we need the sleeves, really. Not like that. Yeah, sure. You know what? I'm gonna roll with it. Why not? I'm just... I wish we could... Oopsies. I wish we could... I'm just gonna save it first. So, MC dive... I'm just gonna do it as separate images. I'm not sure how I would string all this together in a sprite sheet, but trim sprite. Oh, oops. There we go. Export sprite sheet. Yeah, perfect. That'll do. So dive.png. Now let's get them in the code and see how we can do this. Hero dive. Hero dive. Oh no, it's MC dive. MC dive. Basically, my theory is we're just gonna make it pretty much just have it so when you we'll just have another sprite basically and have it in the same position as splat damn as our guy who's floating laterally. Say this dot hero dive equals this dot cam dot create. give it the exact same coordinates. Hero dive. Hero dive dot set visible false. Oops. And we'll say I'm going to leave all the hit test stuff the same, so it's still using the bigger body as the hit test. And when they press, here we go, dive speed. Start hero dot set visible false. Stop. Do this before all the state management stuff. We'll say this dot hero dive dot x equals this dot hero dive, or hero dot x, I mean. This dot hero dive dot y is this dot hero dot y. This dot hero dive dot z equals this dot hero dot z heroes. And then we'll say this dot hero dive dot set visible true. This dot hero dive dot set doesn't have a set rotation. Okay, just gonna do a quick look into spray 3D set rotation. Object. Just try game object, set rotation. Let's see. Rotation minus 0.05. Let's see what happens. Awkward. Not what we wanted. Is he rotating? No, not even rotating. Hurt. Okay, we'll ditch the rotation for now, just get the toggling working. Oh, okay, so it was the rotation call that was messing all that up. Weird. I'll make another one for when he flies up. Else, we'll say this. Hero dive is false and hero is true. So the set visible false don't seem to be doing anything. Shit, how do we set the visibility? Crap, I can't believe this is... Chill out, Kirk. It's not tripping us up yet. Okay.
We will always take a stand for the people, for the land. Let's go back to when we were young. For the animals we stand. Let's go back to
Oh, set visible.
when sun. Kids across the
Why wasn't that working then?
Savannah, I'm coming home, Savannah. We'll never be
Okay, well, let's just try it.
Savannah,
Pretty sure I just tried it, but...
Savannah. Let's all take a ride, Savannah.
This would work.
I'm coming home, Savannah. We'll never be alone, Savannah. Beauty of the world, Savannah. Let's all take a ride.
Shoot! Alright, well, this is a bummer. Why on earth aren't the set visible faults working? Sure, this is on the Sprite game object. Sprite 3D.
We'll never be alone, Savannah.
Sprite 3D.
Now you know why I had to go, I still love you. I hope you know, and know the truth. We were never meant to be. Sorry I had to leave. Oh,
Decent. Save 3 lives. Okay, so we can still, I mean, we still have a game. This is all kind of just fine-tuning, but it's fine-tuning I really wanted to do. Let's just do something here. Let's say console.log this dot hero dive. Just take a look at what it is actually giving us. Set visible function, set visible right there. Damn it.
45 minutes remaining.
45 minutes remaining. Alright, 45 minutes remaining. Can we get this visibility thing working? Because this is driving me nuts. Like, it's not erroring when I call it, but it's also not working. Just do a quick Google search. 03 Sprite. See if we can hack it some other way. Visible, false. Okay, so no. This visible is false, but it's not respecting that. Let's try it real quick. Ugh. Alright. Just wondering if this is worth investing the time into trying to fix this or not, or if we should just do something else. Curious here. Don't think this is going to do anything different, but if it does... Okay. Really doesn't seem to be working. That sucks. Quick look at it. It's not. Okay. Alright. Alright. Okay, time to make some decisions. I think let's get some sounds in here. So... free sound. I gotta remember to put the attribution in too. I forgot to do that last time. Catch. I don't know what a catch sounds like, but... Get a boink sound effect in there.
Boing.
Boing. Yeah, alright, that works.
Boing.
I mean, it's not. Okay, whatever. Let's just make this a silly game now, I think. We've only got about half an hour left, so. That's boink. Now we want a splat. That one's pretty good. That one, mud slap. Splat. Mud splat. Alright. Hello, viewer number 2. How are you today? Got a splat sound. That'll work. Export as MP3. Splat. Done. Now let's get like a winner sound.
And the winner is...
Yeah, I like this one. Let's do this. And the winner is... Alright.
And the winner is...
Alright. Don't want to save that. Let's get out of there. Let's load that stuff into our... I'm just gonna totally get rid of this dive stuff because it's just not working. We only got 20 something minutes left, so for another day maybe. I do like the idea of this game, so this here might be a game that I prototype for the jam, and then you know, make like a real version of later. This.load.audio key will be, which ones do we have again? Let's see. Boink. Assets / boink. MP3. This.load.audio again.
36 minutes remaining.
36 minutes remaining. Okay, I was wrong. Not 20 something, but 36. Splat. Splat. MP3. Audio. Winner. Winner.mp3. So now we'll do this dot sound dot play. This is splat, so we'll say play splat. On the winner scene, we'll say this dot sound dot play winner. And on the game, I did that already. Now in the game scene, when we catch one of them, which is a little bit up here, I think. Yeah, right here. We'll say this dot sound dot play blank. Alright, let's try it out with some sound. Nice. Oh, we should get a sound for dropping them too. Oh, sound. We gotta switch out the graphics too for those guys, because those guys are still way too hard to grab. Oh! That splat sound is perfect. Into that. I just want to hear the winner one time. Ah, damn it. Ah, it's so hard. Got it. I think that guy's still gonna splat on the ground. Oh, maybe he didn't. That was weird. When you were really high up, it looked like he splatted into the ground, but we got the point for him, so whatever. So the perspective's not perfect. Boo. Let's hear the winner sound.
And the winner is...
Awesome. Love it. Love it. Okay, that's pretty sweet. Into that. Geez. Guess we could clean up the winner and scene and stuff a little bit. So we'll say set origin 0.5. 0.5 origins on those. Let's just fly head first into the ground and see how that looks. I'm so bummed that we can't get those. That's better. I'm just so bummed that we can't get those better animations and everything working, but it's okay. It's a game jam game. It's not okay. But yeah, so I'm thinking. Alright. Text was good though. Yeah, okay. Gonna need a way to replay the game, so I guess press the space bar. I don't know. Oopsie.
"30 minutes remaining."
30 minutes remaining. Oh, excuse me. Just got a splat in the background. Too funny. What's it, game scene? Scene. So we got 30, what 30 minutes remaining or 20? I totally spaced. Probably 20. Oh yeah, we got it. All right.
And the winner is...
Awesome. Love that. Oh, I guess I don't have to reload anymore. Just press space. Excellent. Yes. I know what we're gonna do here. Make our falling people bigger. See if we can set rotation on them. I'm so bummed that we can't set visibility on stuff. That just really grinds me. In any case, let's put their heads over here in the corner just in case we can't set rotation on them, which is all I'm thinking might be the case. Can't believe we can't get visibility on them. That is such drag.
"25 minutes 42 seconds remaining."
25 minutes, 42 seconds remaining.
Get down to the B-side.
Artist. Oh dear. This is my masterpiece. Artist. There we go. Now we've got a person falling to their doom. Excellent. Now we just need to give them a face that says, I am falling to my doom, please help me.
Get down to the B-side.
Okie dokie. Got our faller guy now.
Still doing that thing?
Yeah. I'm making a game. Yeah. Kinda, but I'm live, so
Okay, show me
yeah.
after.
Yeah, I'll show you after. Yeah. Now we should be able to just swap out this with faller. And in theory, everything will work hunky-dory. Oh. Did I save the root sound? Nope, didn't rename the thing. There we go. Well, this game's a lot cooler with actual characters, I'll tell you that much. Awesome. Got it. Alright, this might be our submission, guys.
And the winner is...
Alright. Yeah, you know what, guys? I've got about 10 minutes left on the clock. I think I'm gonna call it there for tonight. Damon, show me. Damon, show me. Okay, whatever. I think I'm gonna call it there tonight. Damon, show me.
Tell them how you
That's
really
what I
feel.
thought. Anyways, I had a lot of fun doing this game. It was my first foray into the Phaser 3D camera plugin, which was a lot of fun. Kind of bummed out we couldn't get the visibility working for the changing the state of the character. Visibility would have been one solution, not the best solution. Having actual animations on different frames would have been another solution, but in this case, I think basic is better. Whatever, fluff words. Anyway, thanks for joining me today, guys. I'm gonna take off now and get everything prepared to submit this game, and yeah, see you next Friday.